Played number one, number two team in the league this past weekend. Played pretty well at Pomona. We missed some opportunities, and you can't miss opportunities against Pomona. You got to capitalize on every opportunity they get you. They give to you because they don't give you very many. We were in the game. We battled, gave up a few too many offensive rebounds, gave them some second chance opportunities. They capitalized on. Had the occasional bad defensive rotation. They capitalized on that, and then we had some opportunities on offense that we just didn't capitalize on, and came back to get us down the stretch. We couldn't make any free throws, and you can look at free throws and turnovers, and that was probably the difference in that game. And then San Diego, they just came out and just handed it to us. We told everybody they're going to be physical, they're going to play hard. It's exactly what they did. We couldn't get stops, and then we couldn't kick it in the ocean in the first half. And that's a bad combination when you're playing a good team at home. And they just continued to kind of put it on us. So hopefully it was a wake-up call. I don't know if we went rolling in there feeling like, hey, we got them at home and this would be an easy one. But we did not step up, and we got to hand it to us.
Consistency has been I guess, a problem all season.
Yep.
How do you fix consistency?
I don't know. That's a tough one. You try and be consistent with what you're doing in practice. You try and be consistent with your approach to things, and then you just hope when they have their own time away from what we can control that their approach is the same and their approach is consistent. But they're 18, 19, 20-year olds, and it's just something you got to work through. I think everybody would kind of complain a little bit about consistency, even the top teams. The difference is the top teams are kind of making plays down the stretch to get it done, and we've had a number of games where we just haven't made that play or two here or there to get it done. So, we've been, I think for the most part, we've been fairly consistent. Obviously, Saturday's game in San Diego was just kind of, we haven't been beaten that bad, at least, or haven't been that ineffective on defense since the Cal Bap game, which was kind of disturbing. But also, too, at the same point, this is kind of the end of the season. It's gut check time. Guys are tired. We've got two or three guys playing a lot of minutes that have not played in the CC2A before. We're not deep at the wing. We got three wings, and I think it's starting to wear on our guys' legs. We're not shooting the ball very well from the perimeter right now, and that's hurting us. So.
You guys are back home this weekend.
Yep.
Has the going on the road, coming back home on and off, been beneficial, or has it been a problem?
No, I think it's beneficial. Truly, it gets you back. One, you don't miss too much school when you're in school, and two, you don't feel like you're just gone forever. Because going on the road is a drain. Unfortunately, we just haven't been able to take advantage of it. We haven't been good enough at home on back-to-back nights, and we've got to fix that this weekend. We somehow have got to figure out how to win these next four in a row if we want a shot at getting in the playoffs. So that's where we're at. We won at Sonoma, but that doesn't mean anything because Sonoma's usually very good second time around. They're very well coached. They'll make adjustments, and they're shooting the ball still extremely well, which we're not shooting as well as we have. And San Francisco State beat us at their place, and so I'm sure, even though they haven't won a road game, they probably feel like they can come in here and hand it to us. So we got two pretty confident teams coming in that, we're gonna have to step up and play right away from the tip.
What are you expecting from the team going back home this weekend after a rough road trip?
Hopefully we build some confidence. I think that this past weekend we were a little down on ourselves. He kind of got into a little bit of the blame game, but I think that guys are starting to realize what it takes to win as far as what their individual output needs to be so we can collectively get better and more efficient. We watched film yesterday. I thought we had a very good film session, and the realization is starting to come. Like Coach said, we got a lot of guys that have never seen the CC2A before and never seen like the stretch and what it takes to actually be successful in the conference. So hopefully we can find our second win here going into the last 8 games and make a run for something.
Last time you played these two teams, had a big win at Sonoma and a close loss at San Francisco. How do you reverse the loss at San Francisco and make it a sweep at home?
I just think that you got to play hard for consecutive nights. the first night at Sonoma, we had a lot going on within the team, and we were able to pull together as a family and get a good collective win. The next night, I felt like they kind of went in thinking that they had already had the hardest part of the weekend, and San Francisco State was going to roll over for us, and that's definitely not the case. No team ever rolls over in this league. Whether you're winning by 20 or you're losing by 20, it's still going to be a battle. And I think that the biggest thing, which is the consistency factor, is that's playing well consecutive nights in a row, and it's very tough. And you're going to get beat up, but every team is just as beat up. We all play the same course. We've all taken essentially the same trips, so it's who can do it the best this late in the season. So I think the difference is just going to be coming out with the same energy and intensity on Saturday night that we do on Friday night.
Does the fact that San Francisco State hasn't won a road game in almost a season and a half factor into how you prepare for them?
I don't think it factors in to how we prepare for them because essentially, like I said, there's no easy game. I feel like they are a very good team and they are very capable of beating us since they have before. I think, if anything, it's a mental factor on them that they're trying to come in, but they're probably feeling, what better way is it for them to end their, road losing streak against Monterey Bay, a team that they've already seen and beaten this year. So with anything, I think it should motivate our guys to not be that team to, fall under the break the streak for them.